Look at this. It don't even look real. But hey, how y'all doing, man? It's your boy Devon, man. We here with another video. I'm here to give you some more enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? Just vibing with y'all, man, so we can have an enlightened frequency, a higher frequency, man, a higher state of mind. But this video was to touch bases on cloning and MK Ultra. Just because I feel like that video was too short. But this is for the people, you know what I'm saying, who just want to listen, who want to vibe and think on a different level, because this does impact. It impacts you and your family's life if you really don't know, because a lot of times your family won't tell you what they're doing behind closed doors. And not to mention the things we listen to, the things we eat, the things we feed our program. We don't seem to know how it affects us, because how can you know it's affecting you if you live your life on autopilot? You know what I'm saying? How can you know what is hurting you physically and spiritually if you're literally not conscious about your life? And that's the whole point of, you know what I'm saying, a consciousness wiper. Basically, MK Ultra would just be a consciousness wiper. And a lot of people don't know we live inside of MK Ultra right now. All of this is MK Ultra. Me talking to you through a phone is MK Ultra, because how are you able to understand the energy manipulation I just put upon you by speaking English to your program? You get what I'm saying? We are already in MK Ultra, but there are higher ranks and higher frequencies of that higher enlightenment. So it's like, of course, if you, for example, if you were a celebrity and you sold yourself, just know you would be a famous puppet amongst their strings. They're going to pull the strings because they are the puppet master. The only thing is, you are just famous. You are in a different tax bracket from a human being. So you had to go by what's in your contract. So if they want to clone your ass, they're going to clone you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just think like, no, you're going to get your ass cloned. And that's what you signed up for. You sold yourself. You probably sacrificed somebody, or you just gave up your morality. And this is where the MK Ultra comes about, because a lot of times these celebrities, they know they can't speak out on too much. But just in case, if they did, what do you think would happen? They would already be cloned, because if they can get bread off of this celebrity, why not clone them and get 10 times the bread amongst the clones, right? That it only adds up. Because if, let's say, for example, let's name this celebrity, let's name him Left Nut. You know what I'm saying? Or Word to the Wise. I'm gonna call him Word to the Wise. I said Left Nut. Word to the Wise, right? That would be his name, Word to the Wise. He has 5 clones, including himself. Each clone a day is bringing in millions of dollars, because they got photo shoots, movie shoots, they're traveling, touring, podcasts, all these deals they got. The real celebrity is like, you know what I'm saying, I'm chilling, I'm Word to the Wise, I got 5 clones doing my job, doing what's in my contract. But don't get it twisted, because what if a clone becomes conscious that it's a clone? Now we start to dig into programs, we start going into computers now, because this clone already had a boss. So if the clone becomes conscious and it thinks to itself, I'm more than just a clone, I know there's more to me, because this guy looks just like me, and it's not making no sense to me. So they're like, okay, hold on, our clone getting too smart, is becoming awake. We have to shut it down. We got to wipe its consciousness clean. And on top of that, let's say a celebrity, they want to talk out or act out of their contract, or they wanted to spill something deeper within the industry. You have to wipe their memory clean too, because now you're talking out of turn, and we're going to have to do away with you and get your clone. Your clone will start getting that bag for us, because don't forget, you belong to us. Even though you famous, you in a different tax bracket, but don't forget, you are still a slave to a slave master. You get what I'm saying? So that's how deep this shit gets, and people don't even realize that every day we wake up, we are placed under a nightmare every single day. Even if this looks like heaven to you, it's still a nightmare, because you got to understand, you cannot save everybody from this type of consciousness. That is exactly why people had to free their mind from a program. If society could sit and think to themselves, I am more than a human being, then you are able to crack the code. You are able to crack programs, because you are doing way more than just living the human experience. A lot of you are just existing. You're not living. Because how can you, when it's the same cycle every single week, every single day? that lets you know you are something greater than what they perceived you to be. You can reincarnate into being a clone, but that's the thing though. A lot of people don't really know how deep a consciousness shift can go as well. They can shift consciousness within a clone as well. So the clone could really have the real life celebrity's consciousness, and they could be walking around the whole time faking like they're this celebrity. So Word to the Wise died, but the clone is still alive. The clone would have Word to the Wise's consciousness, and it will be on stage, it'll be on movies, TV, and people be like, oh my gosh, I love Word to the Wise. He's a great, not knowing that's not even the real, that's not the real Word to the Wise, because he's already dead. But the media doesn't know that. The masses don't know that. They lie. But that's the thing too. Even when they lie, they still tell the truth. That's how crazy this shit is. And so this just goes for people who want to go into an industry. You have to be careful what you sign up for, because once you sign your life away, once you sign your morality away, you can get it back. But don't just think it's going to be easy. Like, they're not going to lay down just because you ask or you don't like what's ahead of you. No, you should have known what door you were stepping in. You should have did your research. Ew, that sounded ugly. You should have did your research though. You have to start elevating your mind and get away from the program, or you will be a part of the program. You feel what I'm saying? This is exactly why you were chosen to see this message. You were chosen to see this video, because you are enlightened. You are a different being. You are a deity. You made this. You created this. And you're hoping to do things. You are hoping and wishing. How are you God hoping and wishing for something in the world that you created? How does that make any sense to you? Come on, you're chosen. You feel what I'm saying? It's in your DNA. You know what you got to do. Understand you have to free your mind from a consciousness, knowing that you are plugged into consciousness. That's literally all this shit is. You have to become so smart you know that you're dumb. You just like to play dumb because it's fun. You have to have a balance, maintain the balance, and then once you open up your love, your empathy side of you, once you become open-minded, you use a balance of logic. The world is your oyster. You will be able to learn. You'll be able to free yourself from a clone program, because there are many you and I's out there. They cloned Dolly the sheep. They've been doing this. This is nothing new. You feel what I'm saying? This is nothing new. And I'm trying to help you not become a clone, because once you are a clone, just know it's a nightmare. That's why I say this is MK Ultra. All this shit is MK Ultra, because imagine being oblivious your whole life. All you do is wake up, you go to school, you graduate, you get your 9 to 5, you work, and then you work that shit for the rest of your life, and then you die. And think about doing that shit again, and you're not conscious about it. Do you know how many lifetimes we have done that for? This is how crazy, like, MK Ultra been here. We've been living in it since the day you and I were born. And a lot of people don't know what that even is. But it's like, you have to research this stuff. You have to go within and meditate and escape. That's why you have to unlock your brain. You have to do things out of the ordinary. You have to stop trying to fit in with people who are asleep and they love being asleep. That's how strong this war is. It's a projection screen, and people don't know how strong this lie is. You have to just love, just teach people the way, lead by example. You know what I'm saying? That's all I care about. Lead people by example. I don't want to make this video too long. Hopefully this cleared this up for you guys, man. I could go more in depth too, but you know what I'm saying? I just love this path that I'm on. This is beautiful. Thank you to all the new people that watch. You know what I'm saying? I love you. And I thank you for even giving me a chance to speak my mind, even though I really am talking to myself, but you're just hearing my thoughts that I've always had. So I appreciate you, and thank you for watching. You know what I'm saying? I love you. Have a great day.